Hi guys, this is Magical Essentials with your tarot reading for the sign of Taurus for September 2012. I hope you guys had a great day, and let's just jump into it to see what the cards have in store for you. Now, this is an intuitive reading. As you know, it is general, so not all of the messages will apply to you. As a Taurus, you can always look into your rising and moon sign to see if there are any, messages for you. Okay, so let's just jump into it and let me see. So please let me know what my Taurus need to know for this coming month of September. All right. So for this, let's see, we have the Hermit to begin with, which is telling me that you might be going within yourself and sort of trying to figure out what it is that's going on with your emotions. Let's see. You might want to do a little bit of meditation, or you might be looking into doing some type of meditation, which is good. Any type of introspection is always, a good thing for us. Now, as far as for the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is usually something that's coming and going of issues involving your career, projects, or ideas that you may have. Even though it might be well-intentioned, sometimes it's usually a unreliable young person. So I'm sorry, that yeah. So it's anything to do with like family, career, or outdoor recreational pursuits. Since we are going to be going into Labor Day, that might be some of the stuff that's going on within yourself. However, I do see that the Two of Swords is there, and that tells me that you might have a blockage as to what it is that you need to do. You might have a decision that you need to make, and you're not 100% sure as to which one is the right decision. It could also be dealing with a little bit of gossip, indecision. Most likely that's what it is. Maybe there's a little bit of hear and say, from the people that are around in your circle. Which for that, I would definitely, go back into the Hermit energy, meaning that, if there's a lot of hear and say, in your house, or if you are, hearing a bunch of different things, I would definitely recommend you doing a little bit of energy work, a little bit of meditation, just so that you can figure yourself out. For the Four of Swords, that usually, it tells me that you might be tired or worn out. You might have worked yourself a little bit too hard to the point, where you just want to, just sort of like sit down and take a break from it all. That also plays into the part of you not knowing, being stuck in a duality, being stuck in a decision that you need to make, but you're not quite sure how you are to to go forward with that. The Four of Swords, it could be, that you may have, you might be, in denial about something. So you might think, that something that you have, like you're not 100% sure of what it is. With the Hanging Man, you might want to, let go of people. You might want to see things in a different perspective. Usually for me, the Hanging Man, it usually tells me like, stop, just pay attention to what's going on and sort of try to see a different perspective of it. Trying to see, what's the other side of the story. With the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups to me is usually an older lady, an older woman, somebody who has, who is creative. There might be some secrets to that. Oftentimes is the other woman. So I don't know if for some of you, you guys might have found out, that the person that you're with may have another person there. If you're a male, or if you're a female, your male may have not necessarily like a side chick, but like there is another female energy around. And if you are a female and you're not quite sure as to what decision you need to make, check your surroundings, check around the people that you are currently hanging out with, because from this, it's usually telling me, that you might have, another female telling you what you should or shouldn't do. Now it could be, a sister, a friend, your mother, somebody else, that is around you. And again, it has that gossipy, emotional energy attached to it. So going to this, it may be for some of you at least, that you're hearing things coming from a person and you're not exactly sure what that may be. Now, as far as for Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is, striking new idea, using your intelligence to attack a problem in a new way. It could be a personal victory. So I feel like you want to be victorious in whatever decision it is that you're trying to make. But just the way that these cards are, you have to be able to see both sides in order for you to make the correct decision. What else? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like how I feel. Like there's a decision that needs to be made, and it's like you might have been postponing making this decision, and that in itself, it's making you tired. But whatever decision you make, as long as you make it from a place of understanding from both parties or both perceptions, it's because this card, it's a card of duality, the good, the bad. So I feel like you should definitely have both perspectives in mind when you're making that decision. And as far as for the Three of Cups, the Three of Cups symbolizes, open-minded individuals, emotional celebrations of all kinds, the positive group mind. It could be, happiness, good luck, fulfillment of something long-awaited. So, because these two are sort of like edge to edge, I feel like you are tired, but you also wish for that happiness, for you to be included in the group. Or it could be, that you just want to be happy with your family. That's what it tells me. The Five of Wands, though, this one, it could be, coming together with people, even though you have a different set of opinions. That doesn't mean that you guys can't be together, that you guys can't have, a happy life, as long as both of you understand, where the other person is coming from. Because in order for you to understand somebody completely, you have to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. And if you are not, if you don't have that type of empathy towards somebody else, it's really, really hard for somebody to be able to, to fully understand what's going on, in whatever the situation is, whatever it's, at work, career, a personal life, family life. You have to be able to understand where the other person is coming from. And you have to keep in mind that even though somebody might be able to give you their perception of it, standing from the outside, it can give you some type of, it can give you a different way of looking at a situation. So you just have to be very aware, of what's going on. I would highly, highly suggest, communicating with the other person. Communication is key in pretty much anything that you do. So that's so much what I'm getting. Let me pull the bottom of the deck. Yep, see, it's worried. Like you are worried about something. And whatever that worry is, you need to take into consideration what's going on the other side. Because just because you know something, or you think you know something, that may only be half of the story. So I definitely suggest for you to meditate, do a little bit of introspection to see, like, how have your actions and your words have affected the relationship or the situation that you currently see yourself in, Taurus. But other than that, I mean, I don't see anything drastic. The energies are subtle, but you are worried. And I suggest that in order for you to calm yourself down, take it slow. Whatever decision you decide to make, whatever situation you think you're unsure of, slow down. Think about it, sleep on it, and then move forward. Let me check. Let's see. I'm gonna use an oracle card to see what messages or what guidance can you give us, Spirit. What guidance can you give my Taurus for this September 2012, so that they're able to release the worry that they have? Let's see. And we have 12, which is Mabon. So Mabon is the autumn equinox, which brings balance as night and day are of equal length. At the descent of darkness now begins. The harvest feast celebrates the richness of the summer's bounty and holds the message of preservation for the colder months to come. Apples, pears, pumpkins, and sweetness of wine all speak of the abundance of the earth. This is a time for sharing, caring for those who are in need, and giving thanks. So the meaning of this card is it's time to count your blessings and to be aware of how abundant your life truly is. Open your eyes to those who are less fortunate than you and offer what help you can. Trust that there will be enough for everybody. You can afford to be generous with your time, energy, and resources. Now, the key words that we have to focus in with this card here is abundance, harvest, and gratitude. Your affirmation in order for this month is I have everything I need. And the challenge that you will encounter this month is or the question that you should be asking in order for you to overcome this challenge for this month is, how will you share your bounty with others? So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much all I have for you, Taurus, in the month of September. I hope these messages resonate with you. If not, look into the other videos that I'm going to be posting within the next few months for your rising and moon signs. That's it for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.